Greetings, good morning. Good morning, it's 9:19 in the UK. Welcome to a backplate slots. Amiga 2000. Let's make sure we've got some audio, which we will have a look at in a minute. Amiga 2000. Yeah, we've got audio. That is good. Okay, let's just have a little bit of it.
The computer converts these numbers into impulses that cause sound waves to come directly from a loudspeaker. The art of computer graphics is only in its infancy. Only by computer could they be calculated and for the first time pictorially described. The entire musical score accompanying this film was composed on a computer that can produce nearly endless variations of sounds.
Hello, welcome to backplate slots, or rear plate removable blanker plates. Traditional as in at the back of the Amiga 2000. Good morning, that's me. How you doing? Right, let's get on with it. Right, so what we're going to do this morning is add there's a couple of plates that go here and there's one that goes here. So I need to sort them out. So they're sort of oval plate or cutouts that you can put auxiliary stuff. So, and there is a slot down here. Actually, we've got to make that slot as well. We're going to have to make that slot, so let's take the lids off. We need that slot there to line up the card. So what we'll do is we'll copy that one, for instance. And we'll just put it there for now. And oh, I've gone too far with it. Let's put it back somewhere like this. Okay, and I'll go and measure it. So we're listening to 7.160 at the minute, HF on the 40 meter band. And looks like there's some UK signals coming in. The first thing is to make it unique. So if we adjust it, we're not adjusting the one that we want to keep. Right, so let's get this round to get to the slot. Yeah, so it's one I've not seen before. Back in a second. Right, we're back. Right, okay, let's measure this. It's a bit dark in here for measuring, but anyway, yeah, it's too dark for measuring. Too dark for measuring, so let's put the lights on. So we've got, just measuring the graphics slot on the Amiga. Luckily it's, yeah, it looks like it's 106 mil. But there's two slots, so if I do them together, do them separate, I think. Yeah, two slots. So it's 53. They're 53. The slots are 53 long. So let's just measure this. That's 85, so we need to take 32 off that. And we'll start from this end, so we'll go into it. And we'll just move it up 32. Okay, so now we should have something that's 53 long. Yeah, and we need two of them. So let's get two of them. And there's a bit of a gap. Let's see what the gap's like. It's not much of a gap. I guess it's a 1 mil gap. Oh, what's going on here? Why is that? Oh, we've crashed. We've crashed for the first time. That's the first time it's crashed when we've got rid of the flat script. Right, that's interesting. So it's not entirely due to the flat script, it's Sketch You Can. Okay, right, so we'll just wait for that to auto save. Yeah.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
I've got to pick it up at 9:45. Look at she's just lives down the road, so it won't take me long. I've just got to give her a bit to a friend there. Yeah, I've just looked for the front. Yeah, I've got to get ready.
I've got to actually, I've got a card to put in there actually. I've got a, I've actually got a card to plug into that. Right, let's just bring it back again. Oh, so I did put them there. It was fine till I tried to move it. Point, no, it's 1 mil. So we've got 1 mil across there. Now let's measure from there to there. We said it was 106 mil. Let's just measure it again. So it's 106 mil. So, something not quite right. So 106 mil, I've got 107, and I've got a 1 mil gap. So, that doesn't make much sense. Right, let's just measure that to there. 4.5. So if we've got 4.5. No, we've actually got 5.5. Right, so so let's just measure that again. Right, so they must be too big. Let's just reduce them by half a mil. Okay. And we still got the what we got now. Why have we got that? 1.5, so we need to bring that over by 0.5. Okay, now what have we got? 106 mil, that's better. Right, we've got that there, so we need to put some lines on the board, so we need to measure the board. Right, what have we got there? 10 mil? .5 mil. So we've got to have a 10.5 mil from the edge. Now the slots to the back. Do you think whoever designed this, was it Dave Aney? I don't know. Do you think whoever designed this kept the slot the same, the video slot the same as the ESA slots away from the back? It's not going to be easy to find that. $30 mil. It looks like 30 millimeters. Let's just have a spin round here, see what these are. Could it be they've just $21.5. Right. 21.5. Right, now maybe they've gone this way because they're not ISA slots, they're Amiga slots. 33. So it doesn't look like they've kept to any. They must have just done whatever they thought. Right, let's measure it again. Let's try a different ruler. We've got 33. 32 or 33.5. Yes, 32 or 33.5 it is, so let's go back around here. I think they have kept. It's interesting to reverse engineer this stuff. Yeah, so they've kept the edge connector the same distance from that. So the Zorro 2 slot is different to the ESA slot distance. So let's just do a 33.5. $33.5. I think I said there were 33.5. Okay. Right, so there's our slot for our graphics card. So we need that to work out where the slot's going to go. Let me just make sure I did the same as this. My memory's rubbish. Yeah, 33.5. Okay, so there's interesting facts there. Interesting facts. So the guys doing the Zorro slot made the graphics slot, whatever they call this one, the same distance from the edge. Now, could it be they've done the same here as well? Let's have a look. 10.5. Possibly they've done... No, they haven't. They've gone right to the edge, look. Oh no. That's the wrong slot. Yeah, so they haven't done that. Okay, so yeah. Right, so we're okay there, so I can get rid of these construction lines. Save it. Okay, so we've got now, let's just check audio. Yeah, they haven't done that. Audio is good. Let's get rid of a bit of the hiss. Right, so yeah, okay. So now we can... Right, we've got to model some kind of card now. Well, it just so happens that I've got a graphics card, so... now, what did I do with it? I put him away, did I? When I say graphics card, I don't mean graphics card, I mean something else. Right, so I put it here. I thought I'd put it here. Well, just give me a second. We're back again. I found it. I found it. Excuse me. I'm going to mute when I have a... Let's mute it. Right. Yeah, so I found it. Let's have a look. What have we got here? Can you tell what it is yet? Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while. Let's have a look. Now, did I buy this new or... I can't remember if I bought this new or what. Maybe used? I don't know. I can't remember. Ah, I see a problem. Ah, that's the wrong one. I was going to say there was no slot in it. No slot. But that is the GPU slot. Actually, we've got to do the GPU slot as well. Yeah, so that's not the right one. That's the GPU slot. But we could model that, but that's not going to help us with our backplane at the minute. So I've got a Raspberry Pi 3 to put on there. Right, that's not the one I was after, so give me a second. Right, I've got it. got it. This came from Retro Supplies. RGB to HDMI. Right, so this is the one. It's got to have some kind of Raspberry Pi, something or other attached to it. Raspberry Pi Zero. Anyway, let's have a look at it. I've had these for a while, so they've ultimately got to go in there. Right, so we've got a brand new. Oh, it comes with a bracket as well. Comes with a fancy bracket. Okay, that's nice. And there's our slots. So I've got to model that now. It's this version of it with the buttons. Oh yeah, just about press those buttons. It's a bit flimsy, but it's not 3D printed, I don't think. Oh, it could be. Don't know if that's 3D printed or not. Might be. Anyway, that's going to take a. Yeah, I think that takes a Raspberry Pi Zero. Anyway, so we can measure that. We've got to model that slot. That's a bit loose, actually. Wonder why that's loose. Maybe they just don't tighten it because you've got to get your Raspberry Pi in. Right, so we've got that. So that goes into the slot just here. So we've got to model this now. Let's model that. God, I didn't think I'd be modelling a card today. Oh well, let's do it. Let's do it. Right, so we'll start off. And a bracket. Now, do I want to model all that? Yeah, I'm going to have to model something. Yeah, because we need to know where the slot is, unless we measure the slot. Tell you what, we'll stick to what the thumbnail said we were going to do. So we won't model that card, I'll model that later on. So I'll put that away and we'll just yeah, we'll model. I can measure the back plate and find out where the panel's got to go. Alright, let's do that. So we've got the slots in place, we needed them. There's also a GPU slot here we've got to go on, but it doesn't really affect our design because it doesn't go anywhere. Right, so we need to work out where the slot's going to go on the back of this. Not easy, so let's try and have a look at the back of the real Amiga. So we've got, okay, I don't know how to measure this, I suppose. Let's just go from the edge. From the edge it's about 7.5 millimeters from the edge. So I'll turn off the inner back shelf. So 7.5 millimeters. And down. Yeah, 7.5. And 11 mil. Sort of 11 mil from the top. Say 11 mil, right. And the width of it is 16 millimeters, and depth is 106. 106, right. Okay. Now that's from the original back plate, but obviously it doesn't line up because mine's extra. So, but once I cut it out, I can move it, and it's slightly rounded corners. Yeah, slightly rounded corners. So I'll just we'll draw it out. Tell you what, we won't draw it out. What I'll do is put some construction lines. So we'll go 3mm, 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 and 3mm. And then we'll put the lines in. Right, we'll go zoom in a bit. Difficult to see. They're nice curves. Okay, so we've got our panel. It's not in the right position compared to the motherboard, so we're going to have a look at that next. Okay, right.
Speech is still very complicated. Music is simpler.
Radio's gone quiet.
If you're over this way, just pop into Copy Mate, and I know the area pretty well.
Right, so I've got to try and work out where this plate has to go now in respect to this connector. So I could go from the I could go from the stud of this up to wherever that goes. Well, I think that's probably a good idea. In the middle of that. Looks like 2.5. So if I get the middle, right, so I'll go middle and I go 2.5. Right, so that should have been in the middle of this. So we could measure, maybe measure. Don't know if we can measure that. No, it's not a good idea. So what I need to do is tell you what I'll do. I'll put a line down here. I'll cheat a bit. So get rid of that. And that.
Very well built.
And we'll grab the whole thing.
The line comes away at about 45 degrees to a convenient straight.
Right, and I will grab it. Okay, so we're a bit. Oh no, we're okay. We're still on the surface. Right, that's good. That's about right. So let's get rid of the construction line. Okay, so that is, according to that, we're lined up. Now it doesn't look lined up. Let's have a look at a real card. Should be offset slightly. Let's have a look at a real card. This one again. So it is offset. we can work out the centre. I'll work out the centre offset. So what's this card? Let's see if they've done this card at... No, this card's wider because it's obviously got to cover the plate. So it's 20mm wide, that one. But it should, the centre should still be in the right place, I think, yeah. So from the edge of the slot, it looks like 10mm. Yeah, 10mm. So from the edge of the slot to the centre of the bracket, it's 10mm. Right, let's see if we can work that out. So, yeah, so what I'll have to do is swing it round. Try and get a centre. So come out here like this. Right. No, it's not what we want. So I'll tell you what, we'll draw a line instead. We'll draw a line like that, temporary line, which isn't even straight, so that's not going to do it. Alright, that's it. Right, so we said we were 10mm. Did we say we were 10mm? Yeah. So what I'll do is do an up line from the edge of the slot. And just come up a bit. And we'll measure between right, 11.2. According to that, let's have a look. Yeah, that's the. Yeah, so it's 11.2, and we're measuring. So a little bit out somewhere. Yeah, a little bit out, unless we're out over here. No, we're on line. Everything's attached to the. Yeah, we're intersecting through the line. So okay, so I worked it out. I said it was. What did I say it was? I can't remember now. I said it was something. But who's to say they've made this right? You've got to believe that they've done their job nicely. Yeah, so it's 10mm. So 11 points, so that would make it slightly offset. Right, so that's probably not a good frame of reference. Something that's non-commercial. Well, it's commercial out here recently, selling a few. So I suppose what we could use the case again. Could use the case again and measure the centre of the slot. Right, so edge of the slot to the centre of the building. Yeah, it's 10mm. It is 10mm. So it's definitely 10mm. So, and we've got, what did we say we got? We got something other than 10mm. 11.2. So this whole thing has got to move over a tiny bit. Okay. So it's 11. Did I say 11.2? So let's move the whole thing over 1.2. Right, okay, so we've got that moved over, which means that will no longer be parallel, even though it's showing parallel. Let's measure it. No, don't want one of them. But we just want to measure it now. Right, we're missing something. Oh yes, right, where's that gone? Right, hang on, did something wrong there. Need to be that, not a line. Right, now measure from... Can't see it. Yeah, measure from there. 10 mil. That'll do. That'll do me. That's as close as I can get it without further tweaks once we've made a physical entity. Right. So yeah, we're in the right place. So we can grab that, cut it, paste it in place. Now we're on the surface, yes we are, so we can push it through. Okay, we've got our slot. Now, is there any holes in it? Yeah, there's a hole top and bottom. While we're on, we might as well do the holes. Put the screw holes in, might as well. Just find out how far it is. From the slot, 4 mil. 7 mil from the top. 4 mil from the bottom. So 4 mil. Yeah.
M7 REV from 2E1 FMS.
So let's see what we've got. 11 mil. 11 mil, and we're going to come up 4 millimeters. 4 millimeters in the centre. And it needs to be a small slot, say 1.5. And we need to do the same again. Same again. 4 millimeters. And we need to do another one. .5 mil. Right, okay, so get rid of the lines. According to that, it should be 7 mil. Oh, it is 7 mil. Isn't that great? So we'll grab these. No, we'll grab them. Yeah. Make sure I haven't grabbed anything else. Don't think we have. No. Cut them. Paste it in place. And then we can push them through. Hang on, that doesn't look centered, does it? Oh, it is. Oh, we've got a problem there. Look at that. Right, we've done that wrong. So let's get rid of that a minute. Right, there we want a line going down. I don't know what happened, I didn't go the right direction. 4 mil. .5. Right, I don't know what's happened there. Ah, I'm too close to the slot, you see. Just too close to the slot. Right, so we're going to have to tailor that a bit. Just a bit too close to this slot. This is why we... So I'm going to have to compromise very slightly. I'm gonna have to come down 3.5 mil instead. 1.5. Right. So I'm gonna have to move the other one as well. You might say the slot should be where it's got to be, but my measurement is not that accurate at the minute. Um, 0.5, that's it. Okay. Right, so we've cleared that problem. These may have to be tinkered with. But what I'll do is when I mill this panel out, I'll try the fixings for size. And if I have to, I'll have to alter this a little bit, down a bit, shrink it half a mil, something here and there. Okay, so we've got our plate in place for that. I could make a blanking plate to go over it actually, and the screws, but we'll leave that for now. Let's do the other two now. Now, there's two more here. Okay, you can't see. I've done it again. So what I've done is created this slot here. We've lined it up, put the two holes, mounting holes, and it's lined up with a slot behind. So the center of this plate, from the edge, this side, this left side edge connector where the PCB goes, is 10 mil. And these holes are 3.5 mil from there down, and then they're 3mm holes. So now there's another two got to go here. So I need to sort them out next. Right, let's do some more measuring. Right. So those two are actually from the edge of there. $12 mil. So they're 12mm. So 12mm across. And are they the same thing? Have we got the same plate? So let's have a look. Very difficult to work out. 106 by 15, yeah. And it does look exactly the same position. So luckily the boffins at Commodore, whoever designed the case, made this, so we need to copy that. They made this exactly the same over here, distance wise. Yeah, they made it the same, and they use the same plate, which would make sense. Alright, let's just make sure we're on the line. Yes, we're on the line. Okay, so there's one. We need another one next to it. That's coming along well. Coming along well. So I need to find the distance between the two. Is it 10 mil? 9.5 mil. 9.5 mil. So it's 9.5 mil from the one edge. Oh, I'm 18. So 9.5 mil. 9.5 mil, and we need to copy that again. Oh, I've selected more than I need. Let's do it again. Still got too much. Right, hang on, let's do it a different way. Right, let's first copy this. And then grab that, and can't get that. I'll need to go into this mode. Yeah. Okay. Right, so I need to copy that. Um, 9.5. So I can't get the edge of it now. Which is the edge? Right, here we go. So let's copy that to there. No, we're on the wrong edge. Is that it? Yeah. Sort of, yeah, we're there. We're there. Okay, so we've got that. So I need to get rid of the construction line. Okay, so then we can push it through. Push it through. Why is that part of that? No, it isn't. Oh, we've done something wrong here. Or maybe we haven't. No, we haven't. We're okay. So we'll go into this and we'll just push it through. No, not push that through. No, we haven't actually. Right, we've got to intersect it. So let's right, so intersect it. Right, so I've intersected it. Ah, see what we've got here. Alright, so we've already got the cutout, that's the problem, isn't it? Yeah, we didn't need that. Right, let's get rid of that. We're going to push it through. Push it through. No, that's not right. Okay, so right, well, let's get the angle right. Let's push it through. Push it through there. Push it through there. push it through there, push it through there, and now we should be able to push these through to there. Okay, so we must have two lots of geometry going on here. Maybe got too much geometry. Let's try, we can always get rid of one. No, it must have taken over its position. Right, so let's come out of that. Now we should have see-through, yeah. So we've got our 2 plates. 3 plates now. Seems to me we've got room for another plate there, but never mind. Keep it authentic for now. Whoever designed this case originally, they must have had a lot of fun. A lot of fun designing this. Fancy working on it. You get paid as well. That was brilliant. Brilliant job they had there. But they were on a time limit, being pushed to get it finished to get onto the next job. So might have been a nasty thing. You wouldn't wish it on your worst enemy. You're not able to take your time on it. Let's change band. That's very noisy, that band. It's dead, flat dead today. Seems dead. Why does it seem dead? Well, because it is dead. Right. So we've done them slots. I'm just wondering if one of these lines up with the CPU slot. I wonder, does one of these line up with the CPU slot? Let's have a quick look. Am I in X-ray mode? Yeah. So does one of these line up with the CPU slot? Let's have a look. Oops. No, because that's at total opposite end. But there is a card slot for it. There is actually a card slot, yeah. Oh, hang on, yeah. So one does actually line up with it. So the CPU slot does line up with it. It's got its own card. Yeah, so you can actually put in a complete card in there, the whole thing. Yes, you can. So I think we'll make that slot. So which one is it? It's actually, yeah. Yeah, so it's actually this slot here that you can put a whole. So we're gonna have to make that. I think we'll use for this one. We'll use the. Back in a second. I'll just grab something. Right, we're back. I've got. Let's go on to this one. Got my spare mainboard. I'll use this as for the slot size. There it is. Little beauty, thing of beauty. Only because it's an Amiga. But if it was an old PC board, nobody'd look at it twice. Anyway. Right. Okay, so let's get that CPU slot. It looks to me it's right in the centre of this. Might not be. Right, now does that slot match anything we've got on board? No, it doesn't. It's not as big. It's smaller than a Zorro slot, Zorro 2. It's bigger than an Orator, and it's a single slot, whereas the graphics card, so it's a separate slot again. So we'll just measure it. Just measure it up. See what we've got. And we've got 116. Yeah. 116, and from the edge it's... Let's have a look how far it is from the edge. It's not set back the same size from the edge. It's 38.5. 38.5, and we said it was 116. 38.5 and 116. 38.5 and 116, right, okay. So we'll go 38.5 from the edge, and it's 116 long. 116. That's the slot. Now we've got to measure it from the nearest edge, which is this one. Let's do that now. $45. 44.5. So it's 44.5 from this edge. 44.5. Now that's the, and then we've got a, so we need to copy this slot. Which is the better slot to copy? Yeah, we're gonna have to copy that same slot actually. That slot, we'll copy that slot. Bring it out to here. And we'll corner it over here. Like that. And oops, we seem to have lost it. Right, so yeah, we're gonna have to make it unique. Make it unique. And we're gonna have to, let's lose these Zorro cards a minute. So we can spin round. And we need to, right, let's measure from there to there. No, we can't. So we said it was 116, and the physical thing is 133. So we've got to take off. Right. You can't see again. Sorry, done it again. So I've put this in, put some markers in, measured it from the PCB, copied this one over to there, made it unique. Now I've got to shrink it. Right, so let's try and do my maths. Right, 133.5, and what we want is 116. So 3.5 plus 14 is 17.5. Is it 17.5? Let's try it. 17.5. Okay, so yeah, that's it, we're right. So we'll take off that and that. We've got, and this one. Right, so we've got our slot in the right place now with a bit of luck. That's our GPU slot. No, not GPU. CPU slot, expansion slot or upgrade. And this is the slot that goes with it, the cover. So why is that? That's interesting. So you've got this slot that's way high, and here's the normal card slots. So the bracket for this one would have to go higher. It's not going to be one of those card slots, so I don't know. That'll be interesting. Let's have a look. Let me quickly browse. Let's see a picture of a Amiga 2000 accelerator. Right, let's have a look at some images. A traditional one we'll need. There's one on Facebook. Is that going to be good enough? Right, yeah, that's an official card. So let's bring that over here so I can see it. Right. Oh, so my Amiga shop has got a card. It's an Amiga 2630. It's got shielding that it took off. So it's 02 slot, and then we've got the bracket. It's not a traditional bracket. It's more of an infill panel. So that tells me it's about, sticks out about 7 or 8 mil above the card and down a bit. So go back to the model. Right, go back to the model. Hello, testing. Audio, got audio. Let's have a look. So that tells me it's about, sticks out about. Yeah, still got audio. Right, so that's why this sits up in the air. Ah, that's weird, because see the top of these Zorro cards, top of these, yeah, Zorro 2 cards is quite high, and that's just in line with that fixing. So, if we go back to the picture again. So that would make... Can't zoom. Oh, you can zoom in here. Yeah, zoom. Alright, so it looks like that fits in. So yeah, so it's just above the edge of the connector. Just above. So that, yeah, so that would make it, so it'd make it a smaller card. The height of the card is slightly smaller. Unless my holes are in the wrong place, which they're not. I tell you what. Let's measure from this screw hole to the top of this. See if I got my stuff in the right place. 4.4 millimeters. Let's just have a quick look. 4.4 millimeters. So right, I've got from the top of here to the center of screw, I've got 7.5 millimeters. So let's just have a look at that. .5 millimeters. 5.9. So yeah, we're a few mil out there. A few millimeters out. So my motherboard is positioned slightly different, unless the size of this is wrong. How accurate did I go with that? So let's have a think. Yeah, survive. Right, so I might need to make my slots go higher. So I've got to believe that they use the standard size for the card. So we know the fixing hole on there, the bracket's higher than the PCB. Is there another picture of it? Oh, that's an Amiga shop. Yeah, don't know. I'm not advertising the Amiga shop. I'm just trying to find this card. That's another one, is it? Yeah. Has it got other examples? No. Nice photographs. Back to this one. Yeah, so it sticks down a bit and it sticks up a bit. So that edge, that pin looks like it's in line with that. Let's have a look at the model. Yeah, so something, don't know. We need to modify something. No, that I've got the card fitting here. That's the same height as that. So if I model this card I've got, but it's not an authentic, it's just one that they've made recently. I don't know. I'll tell you what I could do. I could actually plug it in, couldn't I? Let's temporarily plug it in. I'll go over to this one a minute. I've got this card that was designed recently. This HDMI card that fits in the slot, and because this slot is the same height as the other slots, and this cutout is in the same frame of reference, parallel to those other slots. If I put this in, if this fits well into the slot, that'll tell me. So let's do that. I'll have to put the motherboard down a minute. Right, let's bring this round here. There is a cover plate on it. I do have to fit this to this at some point as well. So I'm going to have to temporarily take this slot off. It's all stuck down. First time it's ever been off, probably. First time this cover, it's got to come off at some point. First in 30 since 1989. First time the screw's ever been unscrewed, probably. Anyway, you can't see it, but right. So taking the plate off. It's actually stuck down with the label. That's some kind of security label on it. Just remove the label. Right, the cover is off. Right, let's try to put this in its place. Let's see if the guy's done a wonderful job. So I'm just putting this card in here. Seems like he's done a wonderful job, whoever's done it. Never had one in before, this one. And it's in. Right, it's definitely in. Okay, and the holes line up. Well, there's only one hole at the top. There's one hole at the top, that lines up okay. You can always drill yourself another hole if you have to. Yes, you seem to have forgot the bottom slot hole. Anyway, yeah, it fits very good. So I'll use that as a template then. So I've got to take it back out again now. My computer's slowly getting disassembled. How to get it out is another question. Yeah, it's out. So right, I've worked it out. So if I model this and stick it in there, that'll be my template to see if I'm lined up or not. Right, so I'll model that next. Right, I'm gonna have a sip. So what's happened here? Getting thirsty. Right, so am I really going to model this? They did a good job of it, but they didn't put the bottom hole in. So yeah, your case would see a hole, but nothing. I suppose they figured it didn't need a fixing. The PCB had got it. No, yeah. So anyway, I can't remember whether this one. Yeah, this one takes a normal Raspberry Pi. Right, so let's model this then now. Are we really going to model this? I'm going to have to do the bracket as well. Am I really going to do that now? We've been going for an hour and a bit. Yeah, because I can't get to the next point. I can't work out whether these are in the right place until I've physically copied this card and put it in the position. Then I can adjust this to match. Right. Okay, so the slots are in place. Don't know if they're in the right place though. Is there anything else on the back of this thing that needs to be? There's some little folds. There's some little folds that the steel folds and the power supply sits on the edge. Or no, it's probably the drive shelf that sits on the back of there. We'll leave them off there. Yeah, everything else looks okay. So I'll tell you what, let's just model this card then. Let's model the card. We won't know if it's right until we model the card, so let's just model the card. Right, let's take some basic measurements. Oh god, it's never ending. Take the glasses off for this bit. Right, never ending. It's just like the never ending story. Right, anyway, so let's just give that total width of it. It looks like 132.5. So 132.5. 132.5 by the height. It's a good job I got all this stuff, isn't it? Otherwise I won't be able to do it. Let's go that way. So 80. 79 high. 79 high. Right, that's that. And is it 1.6? Yeah, it's a 1.6. 1.6 PCB. Okay, let's model it on its side, why not? So we've got the first bit is flush with the edge and it sticks down. $9mm. $9mm. So we've got 9mm. And we come across right, so it's gone a static. Oh, he's on the wrong mode on that channel. Anyway, just putting out upper sideband on. Anyway, right. So we want. Tell you what, that one's not very good because it doesn't start flush with the edge. This ruler starts flush, so you can flush it. Right, 48. So 48mm, and there's a gap. The next one's at 50, 53.5. 53.5, and then it goes back.
Yeah, professional layabout. As they said, the 10 years of 19. Just turned. John, so we're getting good to it. We're getting good
102.
Oh, I don't know, but I
So we've got here to here 48.5. Let's have a look.
But there it is. Yes, okay, I think I'm
Yeah,
almost sure it's
48.
the first time, John. And, well,
Yeah, it's probably about right.
perhaps we'll do this again. So like
And this bit we've got
and renew the acquaintance, John, and we'll both know what it's still about.
48.
I won't hold it with you. I'm sure you're looking for something further afield, possibly. And okay, of the lack of inactivity.
48.
Not reasonably. Every other day at least, so to speak, John, generally. But I'm up in the 7160 normally, doing the work over it. Mine is Sierra Juliet 61, but if you've got a square, I would appreciate it. Mine is Sierra Juliet 61, John. Are you sort of kind of? So I get those
Yeah.
something involved.
Don't know, it's undetermined. Anyway, that's what we got, so we can model those bits. So go like that. Okay. And what's the other bit? Oh yeah, that's just let's just measure that. So we've got a slot here of 7.5. We're slightly different here. 10mm. 10mm back on this one. Let's undo, push, pull. Right, so 10mm. Okay, so we need to sort that out. Okay. Right, there's our cards. Okay, so we've got what looks like a card. So we've got that. Right, now the connector needs to be dropped back a touch. Yeah, so that'll probably stick out above. So right, we ought to copy that really. But anyway, this one's going to be blackboard. Okay, so let's just draw up a line between there and there, and there and there, and we'll need another line across the back, 9mm. $9mm. Draw one from there to there, and there to there. So that's our edge connector. Okay, right, yeah. So we want a black colour on it. Do we want a black colour or PCB? Let's have a black colour. I'll leave it as it is for now. I'll colour it later in a bit. Right, so we've got some more measurements to do. Right, so I'll measure across there. So we've got 30mm. So 30mm from here. Then we go down to let's have a look at this pointy end. Pointy end, 10mm. Right, so it's 10mm. We want one at 10mm. So we've got to come from here down to there, just like that, and we get rid of this. Okay, so we've got our shape of the card. Got to put some fixing holes in next. Fixing holes, so let's have some fixing holes. And they have got rounded corners. Sort of rounded corners. Very slightly. More so on the edges. Let's just go around this way. See what we've got here. So we've got from the edge 3.5mm. Yeah. So we've got one at 3.5mm, which is 3.5mm. It's set back 3.5mm. Set back 3.5mm. And we've got a small hole, looks like 2.5 mil. Yeah. So won't be able to do a 2.5 mil hole, maybe, let's try it. 2.5, so 1.25. It has let me do it. Okay. So let's get rid of that. Right, we've got another hole up the other side.
Hello, CQ12, CQ2, from Mike 0, Whiskey, Yankee, Zulu, M0WYZ calling and listening, over. Oh, Steve.
Oh, 7.5. Yeah, 7.5 from the end. So 7.5. We've got another hole, another fixing hole.
KYB, WYZ.
Okay. And that's the, oh yeah, I'm set offset for the
M0WYZ,
connector.
Whiskey, Yankee, Zulu.
So that is 7.5 and
Yeah, you want a QSY somewhere?
3.5, and it's over from the centre of this hole, well, over from the edge.
Okay.
So centre of the hole. Yeah, so it's 22.5. 22.5 from here. And 3.5 and what did I say that was? 7.5. Yeah, so we need 2 more holes.
Florida 4, Germany, Yankee, Germany. Yes, very good morning. This is Florida 4, Germany, Yankee, Germany. You are 5959.
Alright, so we've got them. Now there's 2 more holes for the front bracket. Let's put them in. They are 7.5 down. Whoever designed this has kept it simple. 7.5, they've kept it simple. Right, what have we got here? Mm, 11 mil. So 11 mil down. 11 mil there. What have we got from the other side? 60. $16.5 for some reason. Could it be 16? No. 16.5. Don't know why that. It's just saying it kept it logical. 16.5. Maybe they were constrained. They had to put it there. No. Could have gone anywhere. Oh well. Right, these holes are a little bit bigger. Yeah. These holes are bigger. So we're looking at, let's say 1.5. 1.5, so 3 mil holes. Okay, so we've got the holes. There's no more holes, but there is an edge connector. The Raspberry Pi connector, so let's sort that out next. And it starts off at 7 mil. 7 mil from the
Hello, CQ12, CQ2, from Mike 0, Whiskey, Yankee, Zulu, M0WYZ calling and listening, over.
7 mil from the edge. 11 mil. So 7mm and 11mm. Okay, and it's centered to the screw. Yeah, it is centered. So, is it centered? Yeah. So the width of the connector is 5mm. Looks 5mm, maybe 5.5. 5.5, let's say. So we go this way at 2.75, and this way 2.75, and then we draw a line. Now we draw a box. There you go. The height of that is... should know that already. What am I going to do with that one? It's 8.5. 8.5 off the floor. 8.5. Okay. 8.5. And the standoffs are 11mm. So we've got 3 11mm standoffs. Why only 3? Surely there should be 4. We've only got 3 standoff. Oh, I've got a standoff missing. No. Maybe not. Okay, so hex standoff. I've already got some standoffs made, so let's find them. I'll put them on the the floppy drives. They look standard standoffs, yeah. Copy. Right, let's put them on. Paste. And they've got to be 11mm. And we've got 7mm, so make unique. Okay. And they're gold coloured. Gold coloured. What's gold coloured? Is that gold coloured? That's better. Brass coloured. Yeah. We're done. I suppose we might as well, while we've got it, paint the bottom. Oh, where has it got a stud on it? Yeah, it's a stud, this one. Yeah, so we'll have to do a stud. We'll paint it anyway. And the stud is, let's say the stud is... what have we got here? Stud sticks out. 4.5mm. 4.5mm plus 1.6 is 5. 6.1. 6.1, so we need to... let's just turn it round. add this to it. Let's go 6.1 millimeters. Let's paint it. Okay. Is that close enough? Sort of. What we need now is a bottom to this. Paint it. That's it. Right, so we've got the bottom. Yeah, we've got a stud. I'm not doing threads. Won't be doing threads. Okay, so we've got that. What we need to do now is put it in. The standoffs, did we say they were 2.5 mil, didn't we? Yeah, they're small, aren't they? 2.5 mil. Let's just have a look. I've really got to buy a battery for this. It's 2.5 mil. Yeah, that's definitely 2.5 mil. So, have we got our holes at 2.5 mil? Better still, is this 2.5 mil? No, it's 3 mil. It's 3 mil. Right, so we've done a bit of a mistake there. I can correct that easy enough, so let's just get rid of some of this stuff, so get rid of that. Now let's first get rid of the one inside. So get rid of that. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. Let's have a look at it in 3D, make sure there's nothing in the way. No, there's nothing in the way. So we can just go ahead and put our hole on it. We make it the right size, it helps it snap into place. 1.25. And it needs to go up 6.1, I think I said it was. So we've got 1.6 for the PCB. It sticks out forward a bit. Yeah. Okay, so we've got that. Turn it round. Put the hole in. There's 1.25, which gives us 2.5 mil, and we come down. How far do we go down? Not all the way. So we're 11 mil, so let's go down 8 mil. Right, okay, that's good. Right. Okay, so we've got our fixing now. So that can be put in place. So the way we do that is sort of like 3D. Yeah, so we grab it from here and we put it over here like that. And we do the same again.
G7NIB, G7KJ,
same again over here. Oh, so not quite that. That's it. Same again. Okay, let's have a look. Are we lined up? Yeah, pretty much. Right, so there's only 3 fixings in mine, and unless there's one missing. Well, the hole's there, but there's no fixings for it. Right. So, let's save it. It'll be interesting to watch someone else designing one based on someone else's design. Right. Let's just colour this. I haven't actually made any components of it yet. That was a bit of a mistake, wasn't it? Although I don't need to reuse it, so let's just... right, let's colour that. It's a bit dark. Okay. And we've got a black PCB. It looks pretty dark, but not quite as dark as the connector, so we'll go like that. Yeah, and we've got gold bit. So we want some gold again. Is it that the colour? I don't know. No. Is that the colour? No. Maybe that's the colour. Okay. Just a representation. Okay, so we've got that. Right, so what's next? Buttons. Do we want buttons? Probably not. We need some kind of line up there. There's 2 row. That'll do, close enough. I'm not going to do all the internal bits. Right, what else we got? Let's have a look. We've got some more fixings for the bracket. So we've got 3 buttons. We've got a model button. Yeah, I suppose we have to model a button. Push button, they don't quite line up perfectly. There is a mistake on this. They don't quite line up. Can you see that? See how they... hang on. See how they don't quite line up. Almost. Good enough, I suppose. I suppose they had a problem being able to 3D print it if it was right up to the edge of the plastic, so they had to compromise a bit. Oh well. Right, so let's make this bracket next. So this bracket is basically... well, let's just make it. Let's make the bracket. So we'll save that. And we'll make a bracket. Let's measure the bracket. Let's use the ruler. Right, so we've got 20mm wide by 122. 20mm by 122. So 20 by 122. And we've got some rounded corners. Quite wide rounded corners. So we'll go quite well, aren't they? So are they 5mm? Yeah, I'd say they're 5mm. 5mm, 5mm, and 5mm, 5mm. Right, okay. Okay, so we've got that. We need to work out where the slot is. So 5mm, 5mm. At least he's kept it easy. So actually that is the cutout there, so we just need the depth from the top is 58 mil. 58 mil. And then it's down to 77 mil. 77 mil. Okay, so that's it. Yeah. And again we've got some roundy bits, hardly anything but enough to worry about. Seems to suggest it is 1.25. Right, don't know if this will do this. No, doesn't like it. So this will have to be circles. Right, so I find myself not only modelling an Amiga, I'm modelling a car, but if we want to create the slots on other designs, then yes, we will need. Right, so what else we got? 3 holes. Right, let's just do the holes. So the centre of these holes are 5mm. Yeah, 5mm. So we've got 5mm, and we are 22.5. So we're 22.5 from the bottom, and then we are 33.5. And then we are 42.5. 42.5. Okay, we've got to find them now again. Got to find them. So the one is near the slot. What is that? What's going on there? Why is that like that? What's that doing? What on earth is happening here? Something's not right. They're in mid-air. Hey? Strange, isn't it? Oh. Right, let's start again. Right, start again. Got certain holes, right, so we've got 22.5. Then we've got, let's just put the hole in it. 22.5. The hole is what size? It's countersunk actually. It's tapered. So it's actually ruler. Right. 7.5 8 mil. 4 mil. And then we've got another one at... Oh, this is monotonous, isn't it? Monotonous. 32.5. 32.5. So I've got another one here. And we've got another one at... Right, we've got 42.5. 42.5. Right, that's right on top of this one. Right, so I've got another one at 42.5. And that intersects there, so does it? It actually does. It actually does intersect it. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll actually correct it for him. I'll correct it. We'll correct it. So the whole thing needs to go over. So the centre of the button is only 4 mil. Yeah, so it should be 4 mil. 4 mil, that's the centre, and the button is the hole is too large, it doesn't need to be that big. And it doesn't need to be countersunk, probably, unless you want to get your thumbprint in it. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, because when you press it, you need room for your thumbprint. Yeah, so that's why he's done it. I'll leave it as it is. No, I can't leave it as is because they've messed up that bit there. It's messed it up. The problem, if they mess it up, it gets translated to everyone else messing it up. So let's undo. I'll tell you what. Yeah, let's correct it. If I could get this to operate right, so let's connect it. So first we're going to make the hole smaller. So we'll go 3.5. Yeah. No, we'll go 3 mil. So we'll go 3. 3. And 3. Then we're going to get rid of these outer holes. Not that one. Right, we're going to get rid of them. And then we're going to move these 3 over by 1.5 mil. We've problem now. We've messed this up, so let's just tidy this up a minute. Okay, we'll put that back there, and oh, it needs to be a circle. Okay, so we're back, and that's going to be a better setup than the original. Okay, so that's that. What else? Anything else on this back bracket? No, that's it now. Oh, the hole at the top. Just a hole at the top of the bracket. And that is 4 mil. 4 mil down. And it's a 3 mil hole, 2.5 mil hole. 4mm down, now it's a 3mm hole. Right, so we've got what we've got here. So we want 4mm down, and we want a hole, and it needs to be 3mm. Let's say 3. It's not. It's 2.5mm. 1.25. Oh, we don't need to push that through. We haven't pushed anything through yet. So let's clean this up. Oh, we haven't finished yet. We've got the sides to make. Yeah. So we have to measure some squares. So we've got what we've got here. 6mm by 2.5mm, can't tell. 2mm. 6mm by 2mm. And the one is 10mm from the edge. 10mm up, so 10mm up. And we got 6mm by 2mm. So now I've lost it. 10mm, that's it there. And it's flush with the edge, yeah. Is it flush? Is it stepped? That's actually flush. Yeah, it's flush with the edge. Flush with the edge, so let's just draw that. I think it's this one. Yeah. Then the other one is from the top. The other one is 12.5mm. 12.5mm from the edge up here. 12.5, and then we got 6mm, and that's it. Right, these are the brackets. The width of them is 12mm or 12.5. 12.5. So 12.5 long. Alright, the problem is now when I extrude it, it's going to go all to shit, isn't it? Tell you what, let's undo drawing. Let's just take these off a minute. Right, so then why have I got sort of two lines going on here? Don't know why that's looking different to that one, I'm sure. Let's just get rid of that. A 10mm. Let's get rid of that a minute, let's copy this one. Don't know what. That's it. Right, that's better. Okay, so we're going to extrude it up. Thickness of the bracket now, the plastic. 2mm. 2mm thick. It's quite thick, 2mm. Didn't sound it. But, right, let's do it. Here we go. 2mm. I'll tell you what, we'll go the other way. We'll go down 2mm so we can still use our geometry. Was it that one? Yeah, I think it was that one. Let's have a look. Yeah. So I forgot how deep they go now. 12.5, I think. Yeah. 12.5. Right, let's go up 12.5. Undo. 12.5. 12.5. Okay, and then there's a hole in them. How far is the hole? Let's see where the hole is. From the edge of it. Difficult. It's looking like it's 9. 9.5. Let's say 9.5. So, right, so 9.5 from this end. 9.5. So what's that give us? 3 mil. Okay, let's put another hole in it. What size is the hole? Let's say there 3 mil. 3 mil they are. So 1.5. Okay, let's push them through. Okay. Let's push these through. What have we got? We've got holes there, but not pushed through. Right. Let's take that off. Okay. Right, we can lose the construction lines, I think. So we've got ourselves a bracket. Potentially you could slice this up and 3D print it. If you convert to the right format first. Yeah, so you could make yourself another bracket if you wanted. Maybe. Let's get rid of some of these other stuff. Okay, so we need to colour it. It is actually black. Black plastic. Sort of a charcoal. Sort of the same colour as the PCB. So, let's try that. Yeah, I like that colour. These are cupped actually, so I might have to alter them, or we're not that bothered. I think I'll leave them. Leave them. They're supposed to be countersunk. They're supposed to be countersunk. Right, so I've ended up making something I wasn't going to make. But the whole idea is we need it for... You need all this to make... The first thing is for the spacing of everything. The second is the making it look real, and it also confirms that we haven't gone wildly astray on it. Right, so we'll make this a bracket. Hang on. Let's just make that a component, and we really ought to make this a component without that and that. Now, is that going to be part of it? Yeah, we'll make that a component. Make a component. Then we'll make a component out of the whole thing. Okay. Now we need to tip this up on its side now. Rotate this round this axis like that, and grab it from one of the fixing holes. Go back into X-ray mode. Need to be able to grab it from the bottom of one of these, and we need to take it over to here, place it there, and something's not quite right, is it? Something is adrift. Yes, one of my measurements is out. The bracket doesn't sit there, does it? That's supposed to be there. So something is way out. That's interesting. Right, so well, there's the real one. Oh, it's all falling apart. I've dropped a screw and a nut. Where's that gone? It's all loose, it's all shook apart. I'll have to find that in a minute. So, oh, it's broke off. It's actually broke. The screw didn't fall off, the bracket bent. Well, that's not good, is it? So a piece of the plastic just snapped off. I didn't do anything weird with it. Piece of plastic there that holds it off snapped off. Oh well. I should find that plastic and put it back where it's supposed to go. I never put any pressure on it. It's probably this. Yeah, it's 3D printed. I can see it now. It's actually 3D printed. It's a 3D printed bracket. So obviously that was too close to the end. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. Piece of black plastic. I found it already. Right, I found it. Panic over, I found it. Right. So that's going to have to be glued onto there. I tell you what, I'll put it in the box for now so I don't lose it. Right, anyway. Yeah, the whole thing's falling apart. Anyway, so where did I go wrong with this measurement? So that is supposed to be down here. Anyway, let's just measure it again. Maybe I did it from the wrong end. So it's from 60. Yeah, 64. 64 mil down. 64 mil. See, I'm destroying my own stuff here just to get these sizes. Anyway, right, 64 mil down. So I need to go into that and grab it. Right, so grab it, but not that, and not, no, wrong icon, not that. Yeah, I need to move it down. Oh my god. Oh, I lost control of it. So I need to move it down. That edge needs to come down here. Onto there. So hopefully that should be over the hole. No, it isn't. What? What on earth is going on? Let's check something here. 122 mil. $122 mil, yeah. Bracket from one edge is 52 mil. 52 mil. So from 52 millimeters over. Yeah, that's right. So is my hole in the wrong place? 17 mil down. 16 and a half. Say 17 mil down. 17 mil. 16.5, yeah. I don't get it. Not sure about that. So, oh, it's in the middle. It's actually in the middle where it's supposed to be. I think it's my other one that's wrong. That's right. So we got 10 mil. 9.5 mil. Right, so it should be 9.5 mil, yeah. No, that's not right. That's weird. Yeah, so something going on here. So 9.5 mil. Right, so that bracket needs moving. That needs moving to that line. So let's drag that over. I must have drawn the lines and then drawn around the wrong bit. I had a lot of construction lines there. So that's right, but then the whole thing is in the wrong place. Needs to go up a bit. Alright, let's get rid of the construction lines. So the whole thing needs to now... I need to grab this. Let's lift it up a bit. Oh, I can't lift it up like that. It keeps moving. Let's come at a different angle. So the whole thing up. Then move it down onto the move it down onto the face of the component, then grab it by there and fasten it there. Now, do the holes line up? Now, does that line up? Not quite, because that's not quite in the centre. This is what happens when you measure it. That's why you measure multiple frames of reference. So that sticks out a bit. Yeah, that's going to be right. Right, let's measure the distance between these two. Right, from one edge to the other. Okay. So from one edge, so it's 42 mil. 42 mil from one edge to the other. Let's have a look. 42.5 mil, so it's half a mil out. Alright, let's just grab that. Make sure I haven't got anything else on. No. Need to move the whole thing this way. 0.5. Right, that's in the middle now, and is it in the middle of the hole? Still not quite right, but I think that's okay. Let's, yeah. Some of my holes might be slightly out, so let's just make that hole. What's the difference between that hole and that hole? Let's have a look. 0.25. I can be forgiven 0.25 of a mil.
Yeah, 1.8 wind chill. And that's the factor, of course, when you're out in that
Right, now, yeah, so we're okay the other way around, yeah. Okay, so we've got our bracket. Give or take. Let's just measure this end overlapping. Yeah. So let's just have a look what we've got overlapping. Looks like 2 mil. 2 mil overlap. So 2 mil overlap. Let's see if we've got a 2 mil overlap. Oops. Right, how can we measure this? So if I put a line up, and measure from there to... No, the line doesn't quite go up enough. And from there to there. .8. Ah, because we're going across, aren't we? Okay. Let's go to it. 2 mil, and then we can go from there to 1.75. 1.75. So a little bit out. A little bit out according to that. Right, let's just measure from the edge of this to 51.25. Let's just have a look at that. Bloody hell, this is crazy. 51.25. 50. It's 51. No, it isn't. What is it? Yeah, it's 51. So I need to move the whole thing that way. 0.25. Let's get rid of the lines. 0.25 over. So get the whole thing, actually move the whole thing over 0.25 and then grab both of these apart from that and anything else I might have grabbed hold of. I wish I could remove that icon. Oh, it's crashed. It's crashed, so it does still crash. But to be fair, flat script is still in there but disabled. So to really eliminate it, you refresh install without it at all. Right.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Yeah, it gets confused. I wonder if AutoCAD or Fusion 360, if that crashes. Don't know. But you wouldn't think so, with the amount of money and investment in it. Just got to wait for that to catch up now. How long have I been going? 2 hours 22. So anyway, we'll get this done. We'll put it in the slot and then we'll see if it lines up. Alright, let's open it up again. It beats shopping, this, doesn't it? Shopping on a Saturday. Right, so I don't know how far we got now. So let's measure that. Yeah, we did move it. So what we need to do is go into here and grab just grab those. See, the problem is I'm trying to do. This is where it gets confused. So if I just grab the bits I need singly, do one at a time. So I need to move that over 0.25 and I need to grab hold of this one, make sure I haven't got anything else with it now, move that over 0.25 and everything should be, no, what? What have I done? Have I gone the wrong way? So I've moved that over that way. Yeah, I've gone the wrong way, haven't I? Right, okay. Undo, close. Undo, move. Undo, move. Right, let's try again. .25. Make sure I haven't grabbed anything else. No. Right, we're getting there slowly. 0.25. Right, everything there. Now that should be all, yeah, good. And we should have something more better approximating to whatever this is. Anyway, we'll leave with that. Right, so what are we missing? Yeah, so we got it there. Okay. Right. We've got a group on that, so we'll leave it at that. We'll rotate it upright. Right, and then we've got to rotate it. Flip it round. And then put it in the slot. Put it in the slot. Okay. Do they line up? Not quite. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're spaced. Oh no. That's okay there, it's got the right spacing, but this one, yeah, but the front, it's got no spacing. So, something not quite right, but we'll have to live with that for a minute. So that bracket would hit the, yeah, so we've got, already we can see a problem there. Where the buttons are hard to press once that's in. Yeah, they already see a problem straight away. So, is that right though? If I put, I'm going to put that back in the original case now. See if it's hard to press. Problem is, it's going to be hard to get out again. Yeah. You never believe this. My holes are on the wrong side. Plus, it is hard to press on the original. So my holes, they should be down this way. So I modelled it from that side. Why did I model it from that side? Yeah, so they've got to be moved over. Something doesn't look right either. Something doesn't look right. Unless it's the perspective. What have we got here? We've got 5mm there. 5. Oh, it is right. So we've just got to move them holes over. They're the wrong side. Everything else is good. So let's go into this bit. Grab. No, we've got to grab all of it. Except for that. And that, and that. No, not that. Not that, no. That, no. That there. Hold on a second. Alright, I'm back. Oh, where did I get to? Yeah, I was just making sure I hadn't got any more. I hadn't grabbed anything. Ah, I need to grab that there. No, that one again. I keep hitting that one. I'm gonna get that icon off there. I never use it anyway. Right, so
G7NIB, G7NIB, G7.
what I've got to do is just have a look. So it's 3.5 mil. Yeah, so I've got to move these now. No, something not right there. We've got hold of something. No, we haven't got hold of anything. Tell you what we'll do it a different way. Shame. Can we do it a different way? Not really. Right, so I'll just grab all of that, and that. We'll copy it. No, we won't copy it that way. We'll copy it this way. I'll just move them across to there, like that. Then we'll push them through. No, we won't push them through. Not yet, and we'll get rid of these. Right, so we won't push them through yet. We want indent on them. Tell you what we'll do, we'll just come out a minute. We'll bring that back out temporarily to work on it. Right, so we've got our hole. Why have I got the paintbrush? I need to rearrange these icons into something that makes sense. Right, I wonder if you can customise the toolbar. Right, anyway, so we've got that. Some nuts missing off the back of there as well. And we got that. Right, there's Raspberry Pi to model as well to put that on. Raspberry Pi W, is it? Or Zero, what do you call it? Got loads of them. Right, so we can get rid of that line. Get rid of that line. Now I want these on the top. So it's 2 mil thick, so let's grab these. Move them. Move them. Doesn't know which way I'm trying to move them. Still doesn't know which way I'm trying to move them. What's it done? Right, I don't know what we need to do. We need to cut them. Come out of the model. Paste them in place. Then move them. Move them 2 mil. And then they'll appear on the front. Need to cut them. Go back into the model and paste them in place. And we need to somehow swing this around. It's not going to be easy. Right, so they're indented, so what we need to do is indent them to a certain degree, or just do a circle on it. 2 mil. Yeah, 4 mil all. Yeah, okay. Come on. Two mil. And we need to just grab them and push them in. No, it's not part of the... Need to make it all part of the... Gosh, don't want that. Intersect the faces with the model. Right, so yeah, okay there. So should we grab that and push it down? Should be able to. No, it's no longer there, so right, okay. Tell you what, I can't work on it that way, so I'm going to rotate the whole thing back up, upright like that, so I can work on it. Don't know why it doesn't like doing stuff in weird orientations. So should be able to grab. Right, should be able to grab that now. No, maybe we've got to make a hole first, so let's push this through first. Yeah. Oh, it's crashed. Oh God, sorry. It's crashed. To be or not to be?
Only by
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Did I get a text earlier? Probably did. Right, okay. So it's crashed, it's gone away. We'll bring it back again. Yeah. Might have to look about. I don't know if I like the. Yeah, I might have to redo some of this stuff anyway. So I go into this. I'll save it. Yeah, so we'll hollow it out. Then we'll grab this and move it in. How far in? So it's 2 mil thick, so we'll make 1.5. Yeah. 1.5. Move it down. 1.5. Okay. So we've got our countersinks. The holes are better placed for the buttons. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah. So let's turn it back the right way around. Save it. Rotate it back the right way around. And put it in its place. Put it in its place like that. So what have we got now? As you can see, that the buttons are close to the edge, but in reality, in the real case, it's exactly the same. So what the guy should have done to design this PCB is when he selected his push buttons, should have selected them with taller standoff. Yeah, different buttons, but I suppose he ordered a load of them, and they are what they are. So they need to change them buttons, and then make a new plate to go with it. So there's some nuts to make and some screws to make. Oh, that's not sat down enough anyway. That's not sat down, so let's sit that down. How did I do the other one? Oh, I see. Yeah, so we need an extra line on this. An extra line there. And we need to colour that. Let's colour it. Colours. Is it gold? Yeah, that's close enough. Can't see the other side of it now to work on it. Oh, I can just about. Okay, it's a little bit weird the way I've done it. Oh yeah, so it needs to get rid of those lines. Actually, let's have a look at the real thing. What have I done with it? Oh, it's in the slot. Yeah, they do stick out quite a lot. Yeah, they don't. Yeah, so there's something. Right, undo that. Undo that, undo that, undo that. What we need to do is draw the line lower. So let's go down. What is it? 2 mil? 1.5 mil? Yeah, it's quite a lot. Okay, so it doesn't sit in all the way. Let's say 2 mil. Right, so we need to draw a line there to there, there to there, and we need to, what do we need to do? Remove that line, and we need to go the same again here. 2 mil down. Draw some lines. And remove that one and remove that one. That's it. Right, so we've got that now. There is a pull back off it, but we'll sort that out. Right. Oh, we need to sit this down now. And that needs to sit down, so we need a ruler, 2 mil off. Hang on, let's have a look. Yeah, that's about right. Hang on. From the cut, let's level with the cut. Now, something not right here. Something we've done wrong here. So, is that the same as that? No, it isn't. So, right. Let's undo, close, undo. Right, so that's the line. Yeah, I got it. So what we need to do is that stays the same. Yeah, stays the same. Get rid of this line. That line, that one. And all we've got to do is come back out of it. We draw a line here, 2 mil, and we drop the whole thing down to that line. Okay, and then get rid of the line, and we're at the right position. So that's probably why he didn't put the bottom hole in, because he needed to go bigger. Maybe. See if the top hole lines up. No, top hole doesn't line up, so there's something not right. Now it lines up on, yeah, on the one that he's made, it lines up. So something not quite right. Let's do a measurement from the PCB, flat of the PCB to the top of the board. It's 80. Yeah, so it's 87.5. 87.5. So we should have, from the PCB to the top of the board, it should be 87.5. 87. Okay, so that's right. So there's something else wrong. 87. Okay, so let's bring the whole thing up 0.5, so that's the right size for the card, but there's something wrong with the card itself. Have I done the hole from the wrong side? There's something too long about this bracket. That's the right distance there. Or is it because I've allowed... Maybe it is right. It's got to be right. No, it is right. It's just my slots aren't right. So yeah, the slots have to move up. The slots have got to move up. Right, I need another frame of reference. So what I could do is measure where that slot starts as respect to the PCB. Let's do that. So where does the slot start in respect to the PCB? Difficult to say now because I've... It's looking like it's 20... 23.5, so it should be 23.5 from the PCB to the top of the slot. So let's try and measure it. Right, it's not easy to measure it. Tell you what, can we hide that, or... So we need another... a layer, so another layer, HDMI card. Right, let's put it in a HDMI card and disappear the card a minute. Right, I need to measure from here, the bottom of this slot, down to the board. So down there, 19.4, and in reality we've got way out. 22, 23.5. So the whole thing has got to go up 23.5. So if I draw a line from here, from there, 23.5, that's where we've got to get to. So the whole thing's got to be moved up a bit. So let's go into it and try to grab. It's difficult to do. Difficult to do. So I'll go into this back plate.
2SO0, Juliet Delta Beck calling Mike 7
Yeah.
Uniform Kilo.
And we've got to move the whole thing up to there. And now we should have, yeah, we're on the line. Alright, we'll leave that line there, go do the others, and I'll have a look at this now. It's getting near the top. Okay, so we've got a discrepancy already with the lid goes up higher. Is it a discrepancy? Well, we might have to have a look at that. Right, so let's put the card back in. Right, we're still a little bit out. Not so bad, but we're still out. Yeah, so it does have to go higher, this piece. Now, it's a little bit weird. Right. The height of the cards, right? Let's just check the height of the card off the board. 18.5. Let's just make sure that's right. Yeah, no. 18 it is. No, 18.5. So that is right. So we're okay there. But like I say, this is somebody's project, so... But it does line up on mine. So the bottom looks good. Top looks good, but my hole doesn't look right there. So, where do we go? Do we go with, which one do we go with? Let's have a look. So we'll go from there, 3.5 to there. Back and right, back again. Right, So yeah, so let's so we've got 3.5 mil from there to the top of there. Let's try it. Let's have a look if that's true. Yeah, it's about right. And then from the top of the screw to the top is about 6 mil. So it's 6 mil. So then you've got 6 mil from here. And I've got 3.2. So that shows me that we've either got to drop the main board down a bit or raise this up a bit. Raise the back plate up. So if we raise the back plate up, then we've got to move everything up. We've got to move this up and that, all the drives and stuff up, and extend the bottoms. It's probably because we had this extra bit on, and then we've brought that all up. Yeah, that's still good though. Still need it. The two, yeah, we need just. We definitely need it. So I'll tell you what, we'll make this. I'll adjust this back plate to the right size. So it's 6 mil up. So let's bring that up by 6 mil. That is our real back plate size. Yeah. So 6 mil up. I've still got a discrepancy. So the discrepancy is my slot. And that's the bottom of their slot, but not the bottom of my slot. So I need to work out the screw hole for inside the card a minute. Let's see where the screw hole goes now. So screw hole to the PCB. Hang on, let's get rid of connectors a minute. Screw hole to the PCB, 18.5 mil. Let's just see if that is even true. Yeah, it's closer to 19 or 19.5 mil. So, having said that, so that's the right size, but this is not. So we said this one was 18.5, so it needs to go up. So it needs to go up, but then my slot. Right, let's put the card back in. So according to that, yeah, it could. So the whole thing needs to go up. Right, okay. I'm gonna go with that, I think. So, but my slot we measured. Let's try and measure it again. So from here we went down here. 23.5 we're saying it is. Let's just have another look. Still a bit to work it out. No. Oh yeah. $23. Which is 23.5, and the hole is 90. hole is 19.5 the hole is. So let's do a 19.5. So the hole's a little out for starters. So let's just bring that down. Onto there. So that's right now. Okay. So we've got 19.5. That's okay in that place. So we've moved the hole up by, what's the distance between that and that? 4 mil instead of 3 mil. Right, let's we've got 3.5 mil, so we can bring that up by 0.5 mil. Okay, so slot stayed where it was. HDMI card's back. We're not out, we're only out by a small amount now. Very small amount, so so we're out by a very small amount. There is no hole at the bottom. Let's put the connectors back. Only out by a small amount, but nevertheless it is out. So what do? We know the hole's in the right place. We know the bottom of the card's in the right place. We're out by a small amount. I could measure the original centre of the hole to the edge of there. Let's do that. Looks like 55.5, 55.5. No, it's not 55.5, it's 54.5. So it should be 54.5 from this. So that should be 54.5. So that should go across the centre of the hole, does it? Not quite. Actually takes the hole higher. Takes it higher. Makes the problem worse. No, does it? Yeah, it does. Right, let's just measure from the top down. $4 mil. Right, let's have another look. Is it 4 mil? Is it 4 millimeters? Certainly looks like 4 millimeters. So the hole is right, and we are lined up very nicely. Yes, we are. In reality, we're lined up very nicely. So, yeah, something wonderful going on here. So that's. So let's alter that a bit. No, what did we say that was? 3.5. So, and we're actually on 4 mil. Yeah, so that's right. So ignore that one. So that means my hole here isn't quite right. But anyway, So we need to do what, for instance? We know that the hole is right and that slot is right. Okay, what we can do is measure the slot, double check the slot. 106 millimeters. It's definitely 106. It's definitely 106. Most definitely 106 millimeters. So, what do we do? So that's good, that's good, that's good. So the only thing, if everything else is measured correctly, the only thing is that back plate must be, if it does line up on the original, it's got to be too high, hasn't it? It's got to be too high, but it doesn't show too high. Right, let's just measure. Tell you what. So that bit that sticks down. Let's just see that bit that sticks down. There we go. So we've got this bit here. How can I do that? Right, 2.5mm we've got there. In reality, we've got. Let's put the light on. Can't see. 2.5mm. So have we got more than 2.5mm? Difficult to work out. Probably got 2mm. Let's say we've got 2mm. 2mm, so we've got 2.5mm, in reality it's 2mm. So we're sticking out down here. So if we could go up 0.5mm, that's going to do what to make it worse? Yeah, make it worse. We're not after making it worse, we want to make it better. So something's wrong here. Something's not quite right. So maybe the whole thing's got to drop down. Maybe, but the height above is right. The height above the board is right. I don't get it. Let me measure that again there. 18.5mm. Put the bottom of the card. It's probably 2mm. It's probably 18mm, not 18.5. So let's bring that down a tiny bit. 0.5. Right, so bring that down by 0.5. Now what goes on up here? The hole is better lined up, but yeah. So that line, if we bring it down, so that'll have to be, take rid of that one. Right, almost as damn it. So that PCB's in the right place now.
Station, go ahead.
The measurements are in the right place. Almost, but damn it. Almost, but damn it. So we know this is the right height, everything's the right height and the right width. So I could be out. Now, have I altered that yet? $4mm. So that's 4mm. We're only out by a tiny amount. But we're bang on the actual thing, it's bang on. So does it matter? Don't think it matters. But when we mill it out, we want it to be exacting. Just a minute. Right, I just found out I haven't got to go out after all. Well, anyway. Right, so where do we get to? So we're going to live with the offset. I can't quite cope with something not being spot on, so what do? We're close. Or do we leave that till the last? No, it'd be a shame to mill it, then find out it was exactly out by that amount, and then have to go through the process of milling a complete new sheet out. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll find out how far out it is. What do I do? I'll tell you what, I'll change the plastic. I'll lock the plastic down, so 3D. Right, so we're going to drop this down. Okay, so it's not having it. Right, so we're going to drop it to there. No, that's not right, is it? No, that's not quite right, so we're gonna it's not gonna have it, is it? No, don't do freehand. Right, so we don't do freehand. Where's it gone? Right, what's that like? Is that okay? It looks okay to me. Right. Okay, so we've compromised. We've got so many constants that so we've just altered the bracket slightly. Right, okay. Right, so we've now got our we've got our spacing for our top shelves. Now we've got to alter them to match, plus we've got a bit more space in here. It's a little bit weird. But anyway, we'll go with what we know. So, let's find out how far this is up. Oh, them holes aren't quite alright, are they? So, let's first alter these holes. They need to go up 0.5. And these need to come down 0.5, I believe, yeah. Although I haven't got the space for them yet, hang on. Oh, 3.5, didn't actually move them, did I? Did I not move them? Oh, I did move them, 4 mil. Right, so what I need to do is go over it. I need to move the whole thing up. So first I need to measure that down from there. It's 8.9. 8.9, is that right? Oh well, it is what it is. So we know them are right size. So if I do a 8.9, 8.9, is that even real? Yeah. Okay, so then we grab what we can here. Grab what we can without grabbing anything extra. Oh, we need X-ray mode. So we've got nothing extra. Yeah, okay. Now we don't need X-ray mode any longer. And we need to, it's the centre of the hole, so we need to just shove them up by, that's it, up to the, oh no, what's happened? The whole thing's trying to go. Hey? Oh, I know what we've got to do, we've got to cut them. No, we should be able to do that. What is going on? Ah. I know what we need to do. We need to grab that. That. Oh, hang on. This gets a bit awkward. Does it grab these? Gotta go out shopping in a minute. Oh shit, hang on. Right. Okay. Right, so we got that. We cut it. Right, we paste it in place. We go back into here and we select all this rubbish. And we get rid of it. Okay. And we come out. And we grab this back again. We cut it. Hang on, which one am I on? Same one. Hang on. Paste it in place. And we've got to move it up. To there. Right, and then we've got to push it through. Alright, so push that through. Okay, so we've got everything where we want it. In theory. In theory, we've got everything where we want it now, yeah? So all we've got to do is make some blanker plates to go over it. Okay, so we could probably mill out this back plate. Do a trial run of just a back plate to line it all up and see if mine's still X-ray mode. No. Yeah, so we could see if we're even close. But what would it prove? We could put a motherboard into the holes here. We could plug that in and see if that lines up. We could measure. Look at the plug a card in and see if that comes out okay. Yeah, we could do that. So there's a few things we can do to verify some stuff. Now we've got to do these slots are okay. Yeah, we've got some guides here at the back. There's going to have to be milled out a slot in this piece of plastic. It's going to have a slot milled out in there to match these cards. And it's only going to stick in a very tiny bit, which is probably not a great deal. One and 1.25 mil. That's probably enough. It's probably enough just to guide the card and hold it upright. So we could put them slots in on the plastic. We'll do that another day. Right, I think this is going to be it for now. Maybe later on some more. 7 o'clock tonight. 7 o'clock tonight, some more. And I think what I'll do is create this as a G code tonight. And maybe, or even today, later on, and mill it out and show it off. Maybe. Right, let's just bring this into somewhere like that. Probably so I can show the card off a bit as well.
Okay, thank you very much for James Bond. I will put him in my log and I wish you a nice contest.
Right, okay. So it looks quite a busy going on there now. So I could do it from that angle. Oh, maybe from the reverse angle. But that's showing this end instead of that end. Right, maybe that one. Don't know. Right, okay, that's gonna be it for not today, for this morning, this afternoon, so later on tonight. Thanks for watching, and I'm out of here. Bye bye.
The computer converts these numbers into impulses that cause sound waves to come directly from a loudspeaker. The art of computer graphics is only in its infancy. The entire musical score accompanying this film was composed on a computer that can produce nearly endless variations of sounds.
To be or not to be? That is the question. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer to for the carriage. But you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two.
Thanks for watching and goodbye. Catch you on the next one.